if it'll let it go live. There we go. Ah, darn, I just went live. But good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're, actually, let's do the whole deal. Turn on the torch, light up the flame, time to melt some glass, my friends. I'm over at my student's house, Adam Manlove, and he has just got, let me go ahead and turn this thing off. I shouldn't have, but I did anyway. He has just got the torch of torches, the dream of dreamers, the glass blowers, torch of choice. He just went from this torch, little tiny one, linked to
Delta Elite with compressed air.
With compressed air. I think. Oh wait, no. Why is it? Oh, all of a sudden it's over here. I thought it was. I don't know why. We were doing us instead of the torches. Sorry, guys. I don't know how that happened. Hey, Paula. Like I said, I'm over at my friend's house, student's house, and look at the torch. Are you drooling, people, or what? Even I am. Actually, you're not going to be drooling with this torch. You're going to be sweating a lot. We've already turned it on and played and made a few things, and talk about overkill. For me, I'm so used to using just smaller things and doing smaller things, and he has got quite the machine going on here. Anyway, I gotta switch this around. I don't know how to do that. Maybe this is it. Nope. There we go. Let's see. Did that get? Yeah, there we are. We're back to where you can see me instead of what's going on. I don't know how I got that up there. Uh-oh, bubbles. We don't want bubbles. What did I do? How did I get out of? Sorry, people. I'm not used to using. I don't know how to get out of that stuff. Anyway, no, that's not it either. There we are. I don't know. I got bubbles going on in here, and I don't even know how I did that. There's that normal again. There we are. Sorry, guys. If I didn't know, this is the first time I've used this live situation going on with my cell phone. So we're getting interesting deals going on, and it's probably some higher quality video than what you guys are used to. But I'm going to set this. I did it again. No, I didn't. Okay. I'm going to set this over in this angle. Let's see if you can see what's going on. Wait, I don't know whether I can tilt it or whatever, but we're going to. I wish I could get rid of that thing down at the bottom.
So try swiping left or right on the main screen. No.
Hey, Renee. Nice to see that a few people are showing up. Dance part. What? No, that's not it. I'm sorry. There's too many things to be. Oh, there I went. Got it. Finally. Dealing away with that stuff that made the bubbles. Sorry about my fingerprints in the way, but we're going to see if we can. There's Adam, and I think you can see the torch going on here. And like I say, this torch is a mean little torch. Let's just put it that way. And I'm getting used to just the inner flame, but here is what it looks like. All right. Oh, that wasn't good. Okay, there's the center flame. And you ready for this, guys? Here comes.
Long candle.
There is that flame. And you talk about melting a piece of glass. I'm going to pull this in half here real quick. This is, what size?
38.
38 mil tubing.
Heavy wall.
Heavy wall tubing.
Extra heavy wall, actually.
Extra heavy wall tubing.
It's 4 mil, I believe.
And this thing should do the job in no time flat. It's already starting to glow. Should have warmed it in a little bit, but I didn't. But we're going to get this thing and do some points with it real quick. I know you guys wanted to see me do some points somewhere down the line anyway.
I've had issues pulling points on the links with the flame shoulder.
Yeah.
Was small.
Here it goes. It's starting to get right to the right temperature. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. And now, look at that. I don't even have to. I'm taking it out of the flame. And you saw how fast that made that tubing melt right down to nothing. Talk about a piece of work. I'm going to pull that down to nothing right now. And that is some heavy wall.
Extra heavy.
Extra heavy wall. Let's see what they're saying here. Well, here we go. I was just going to... I can see what you guys are saying.
We can do it
Yeah.
would be easier.
Yeah, I was seeing what you guys are saying, and Paula says
Hey,
hello.
Paula.
And talk about a mean torch. Yeah, Paula's the one that's dominating the conversation at the moment. That's cool. But I was just showing him how to do a type of potting situation.
More torch probably on the big.
Yeah, but I'm going to go ahead and kick back down to nothing here.
What did it say? A beginner is using that beast or something?
What did I don't know how to get rid of. Okay, beginner is using this monster. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I had a link and I kind of.
See the torch that he just I shot. Well, you might not have seen it, but this is the torch that he had before, and it's basically the flame that I have on this thing right now. I'm going to tilt it just a little bit further in that direction so you can see.
It was 7 ports to 57.
Yeah.
And yeah, I am new. I'm about 4 or 5 months in, supposedly. About.
Okay. I'm going to put this out of the way now. That'll be good. Okay. Now, I had already started. I made some encase. I made some green. It looks like it's green exotic. It might be blue exotic or something to that effect. And I've done my normal thing with it. I'm actually going to make a piece of tubing with this thing. So we got 3 people watching. Hey, that's good. Every little bit helps. I should have warmed that in a little bit more. I was playing with it earlier, but I didn't warm it. But you can hear it crackling all over the place. But that's another thing about this torch.
Super hot.
It's super hot and super quiet. You can hear me talking without any problem whatsoever. That's a cool thing. And actually even cool with the tip of the torch compared to my Carlisle. My Carlisle is a workhorse, and you basically
Carlisle's
treat it.
are great torches.
And but-
GTT's badass too.
He also got a home fill system that he's got to get a whip for, and he'll be able to do his own oxygen and keep himself going for a while. He's got all the big bad playing toys, and I wouldn't say jealous. I'd say more envious than jealous.
That's the correct word. Jealousy means you're guarding something you have. Envy means you want something somebody else has.
No,
It's a common misnomer.
envy is more like you're glad that they've got it and you wish you had it too. Not that you want to say no, you can't. I don't want you to have it. I want to have it. That's jealousy. But not me. I'm not that type of person. I try to think more in the positive end.
I hear you.
For some dumb reason, the chat has either gone off.
You got one in there.
Some people have.
I can work the chat if I get.
Yeah, you can get to my. Yeah, nobody else has said anything. Okay. Real nice setup. It is a really nice setup. He's even got the oven over here, ready for the kiln. See there? All you got to do is just flip the. He's got the bead door trap there, and it's already tripping away and having some fun.
Okay, I've got the chat.
There we are. Just turn off the volume so we don't have to listen to it twice.
Alright.
And he's got all the mean bad toys, and it's great to have them to begin with. so that when you get going good, and I've tried to tell them too, right now, make sure uh, everything can look sucky, but make sure you center everything, keep heavy, keep even wall sizes is very important, and that's what I'm doing right now is, well, actually I'm doing a coil type pot, as you can see, back and forth. Then I'm going to close this off, and then I'm going to layer clear over it, my encasement deal, and go from there. And we're going to make a little pipe out of this.
Make it big.
Well, not a
so
pipe, but a piece of tubing.
Okay.
Yeah, I forget this isn't my pipe channel. I guess I should let it layer over.
Channel for that?
Yeah, I have a different. I should layer it over and put it back into this.
One day we won't have to do these things.
Yeah.
There will be no stigma attached to pipe.
Eventually.
Yeah.
What's people saying? See, that's the thing.
Nothing yet.
Nothing quite yet. Okay.
Nothing yet, bro.
Okay, now we're getting this up to temp. As you see, it got a little stressed out and sort of broke off at the end of this tubing. But now what I'm doing is I've been using just the inner flame for this to do everything that I'm doing. And you know what? That was a big...
For watching though, bro.
Yep. Somebody said something here. Just now trying to start with... Feed that to me.
Just now trying to start with glass. Could you suggest a good starter torch that won't break the bank? So I personally, and Lou is going to probably suggest the National.
Yeah, I would suggest the National because
personally, and I'm just a newcomer, so don't listen to me. But I like the Lynx. The Lynx is the starter, the middle flame for all these GTT torches.
Yeah, this flame that I'm using right now has the Lynx, and it gives you a good quality flame to deal with, and you can get a lot of work out of it. I haven't even really started melting or doing things with the outer flame yet.
It's extremely hot. It's a nice, high-quality torch. This one is for sale. I'm about to put it up for sale on Facebook for about $420 with the marver. The marver is an extra, I think, $40 or so. I paid about $480 for it plus the marver, so it was over $500, and it's only 4 months old. And these things keep their value. Go ahead on the National.
Yeah, on the National, if you wanted to do that one, they have a hand torch. That's probably a little under under $100, but I'd almost tell you to go to the 6B. You have to also buy some tips with it, so you're probably going to spend close to $150 to $160 with shipping, $170 maybe. And those tips, you have to work. You can work them. You have to let it cool, take another one off, take one off and put another one on, but you get quite the variety of flames. You can work little tiny stuff, you can work soft glass. They actually have, if you like doing beads and stuff, they have hothead torches that you can use compressed air and propane. I saw that on one guy actually showed off his National tip for hothead.
I was on that. I was on that feed with you too, or
yeah.
Post. Yeah.
And as you can see, what I'm doing is just layering clear glass over what I've just done, and this is basically to encase. And some people would call this inside out work, but I call it outside in because I work it from the inside and work my way out instead of working it from the outside and working the way in. Whew. And this torch, I am sweating to death, practically. Luckily, where's my glass? Where's my drink? I need a sip. I got me a little drink to drink with. Ah, thank you. It's nice to have helpers.
I'm gonna let John know that you're on.
Yeah. And he can see your torch in action. Yeah, this torch is I'd have to say, bomb and a half. It's more torch than I could use myself. because I'm so used to using just compressed air. And now I'm going to use
long
the.
candles.
I'm going to use I'm going to use the outer flame.
Long candle, longer candles.
That's
more
what I'm
oxy,
trying to do.
More oxy.
That's what I'm trying to do.
More oxy.
This thing, no, I'm not going to do that. This thing is hotter than sin as it is anyway. Let's see if we can't melt this down and even it out. And I've got some other color that I'm going to add on top of this. See that flame? It's just, even where my hands are.
It's not even turned up either. Not even.
Even where my hands are, they're warm. They're very warm. Luckily, I already have glass blowing flame fingers. Yeah, you can't really see me. You can see what I'm doing though, which is good. Okay, what I'm doing, okay, somebody said something real quick. I can't see it, and I'm not going to read it.
Okay. Thank you both. That's the guy who asked about the torch. I'll check out National using a Devardi bottle top. Now, kind of like a hothead.
Yeah, sort of like a hothead. And you can use that, or, you know, depending, they've also got rosebud tips that you can get to use with oxygen too. It's learning your flame and learning your torch. Variety, I'd almost make sure you get a little both, so that when and if you want to switch over to Boro, that you have something to switch to without having to really change gears and use a different torch. Okay? What I'm doing now is sort of twisting it. I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah, it is a little bit glowing on you. But the reason I do that is to help even out the surface wall. I know he was checking it to make sure I wasn't burning his torch.
Yeah.
It's one thing about the GTT. You've got to make sure that the flames are not close to the tip, so that you're burning the
sword candles. Bad.
There it goes. This is a good even wall tube that I made here, and I'll do something with this at home in the next day or two. Right now I'm just making the tubing, and I'm going to condense it into more of a bubble here. There it goes. There is more flame than I know what to do with here with this machine. But luckily I know how to compensate. This is a machine that he will grow into, and he will love it to death. And he'll never look back.
Cheers to that.
And there's a piece of tubing, encased, I'd say a green exotic or something to that effect. When it cools, I'll show you it again. And it's really, really sweet. I've got another one that I'm going to do real quick. Same idea. That this was Silver Strike, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know. It came in a scrap bin, so yeah. I don't know what it is.
Silver Strike. It was white. Oh,
it's a tan. It's a tan start with Silver Striker for sure, and it turned metallic.
Okay.
Probably North Star, I would guess, just by the odds.
Yeah. Taking the stress out of this thing. We got 3 people watching still. Okay. Again, I layered it over clear, and I'll show you how to encase. I'll put a link in the bottom of the video down below. After, give me a couple of days, but showing how to encase color in, and that's what I'm doing right here. Is I'm now going to do the folded pull like I did with the other one. I don't know if you guys, this flame is really bright and yellow. You might not be able to see what's going on. Matter of fact, I'm burning my fingers, so I'm going to add this to a little bit of a rod here to get my fingers further back on my torch. This would have gotten me probably, I'd have been able to do at least another 1.5 inches, 2 inches, maybe even 3 inches without having to worry about warming my fingers. But
High
this,
temperature detected on your phone.
we gotta kick this back to further away. Even the flame is, even the flame has gotten to it. Okay, somebody said something, I believe. Or did they?
No.
Okay, it's all been said before.
The phone said high temperature detection.
We got it too close to the flame.
It didn't like the torch.
It's like Icarus. It got too close to the sun.
Moths love it though.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pull that off. Oh man. There we go. Woo!
Do you use beeswax once lube?
No, I don't. Is that your question?
That's my question.
Yeah, no, I don't get it that hot around my stuff. But with this torch, I wouldn't hesitate to use it.
So I need a refresh or something because I don't see anything yet.
I'm using the outer flame for this one, and it is melting faster than I thought it would be. But I'm still doing it, just to play with this type of flame. This is more flame than this thing needs to do what I'm doing with it. The fold and pull like I did with just the inner flame. Matter of fact,
kick off the outer.
Yeah.
Don't forget the top. That's
I did. Oh. I never used the top. Yeah.
Top gives you that. The top gives you that
turbo boost,
thrusting, sharp flame.
Yeah. Turbo.
Yep. That's the turbo on the GTDs, basically.
Learning your torch is half your battle, people. Yeah, this is working. Okay. I'm going to go use most of this rod here into this tubing. And again, what I'm doing is basically a coil pot type setup. And it's right now, because of this torch that I'm not used to, it's thick and thin. But with the swirl twist that I do with the at the end, it will even out the wall and give you a good tubing to work with. Practice, practice, and more practice. And again, I'm not used to this torch by a long shot. There we go. We're almost there. We're going to get right to the end of this rod here. And encase it. Somebody said something?
I'll read it to you. Heat shield Kevlar gloves needed to run that dragon, Paula.
Oh yeah. We already have some Kevlar sleeves.
Got some gloves. Got some sleeves. Lou's got an extra pair of sleeves he's going to give me. But no doubt about it, this thing is very, very hot. It'll be good in winter, though.
Oh yeah, he'll.
More candle.
I was trying to. Doing it with two hands.
More, if you don't mind. All right.
Two hands, it's kind of hard to.
I know. That's the foot pedal. Need a foot pedal for this thing. Just can't afford it all at once. It's pricey stuff.
Oh yeah. Now the way I do this, there is some holes in this tubing right now, but what I'm doing is I'm sealing it up as we talk right now. I'm also going to stretch it out a little bit and layer some clear glass over it like I did the last one.
I'll sure has some torch songs. Get some
yeah, get some more people watching.
Folks here.
Okay, now I'm going to layer some clear glass over this. In a minute, I'll show you the tubing that I did just a little while ago. We still have about 3 people watching. It's probably one of us is you. So about 2 people, but that's okay. They'll watch it later. And they come in and go out as time goes on. Now what I'm doing is when I layer this clear over it, you're heating up what I call a pencil right here. right at the edge where you're drawing it onto the glass, and you're layering it in and heating it down, easing it right one line at a time, and rolling it right down to the bottom. I know I make it look easy, but I've been doing it for, oh yeah, since 1982. Yes, you can learn this too. Don't think that you can't. You just got to keep trying and have patience. And realize that your strengths and your weaknesses are different than my strengths and my weaknesses. This torch is my weakness right now because it's like more than I can begin to melt with, but it's doing the job quite nicely. Heating up the rod, layering it on there, doing a cool job here. Sweet. I will show these on the on Melting Memories page what these tubings turned out to look like after the fact. Oh yeah, that's getting a little bit too short. Let's add another rod. Like I said, I'm so used to a rod like this lasting me probably another inch or two without it getting warm on my fingers, and this stuff is we're there. Just doing a real quick weld on this so that I can continue layering clear on it without having to stop. Getting it warm again and start layering again. There it goes. Practice, practice, and more practice. I'm practically doing the whole thickness of this rod as I layer it on. They saying anything?
I just posted a torch talk. I was checking on that.
Oh, you were okay. You were posting.
Let's see.
Okay.
Not yet.
No problem. Okay, now I've got that layered all the way around. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make it even all. Heat it up, baby. Actually, it's already heated up. I just got to. This
What
is
a beast.
this
It's not
is a
even
mean
turned up
machine.
at all.
No.
It's down low.
What I'm doing now is I'm heating up and making sure the wall thickness is even. And I'm going to start twisting this too. And I'm sort of blowing in and out lightly, not a lot, just to keep the pressure different. Just to keep the pressure. And making sure you've got the wall thickness about the same all the way around. That actually looks pretty cool with the twists going on.
You know what we should do next, Lou? Is
What?
a big ass marble. The biggest marble we can do with my molds, which is probably 2.5 inch.
Oh yeah.
What do you think you can pull off with that?
Oh yeah, we can do
3
it.
inch maybe?
I got a marble mold that you can borrow.
A big ass one?
Yeah, bigger than that.
Okay.
I'm gonna call this one quits
That's
too.
I think 1.5 inches or 1.75 inches maybe. Let me see.
I'm gonna
I've looked at
layer
buying
it in.
some, but I haven't found I looked at buying the Infinity mold from Mike Close. I know he makes really this 1.25 inches.
Oh, you have some graphite. Do you have any thicker wall graphite?
That's all I got. I can buy some, obviously, but I don't have any big chunks. Well, I do have. No, I don't really have. I really have any big chunks where I can make a mold out of.
You'd be surprised. I'll see what we can.
Well, I got
or layer a
look,
couple of them together.
Look, I got this little thin one. I could cut a maybe 2-inch hole in it, but it's gonna crack.
Okay, I just did that tubing, and I believe it had silver strike on it because it was sort of like a creamy white color to begin with. Once that cools, that's going to look really, really nice. And here is the green exotic.
Let's pop it in the kiln. This is green.
Okay. Fun to see Lou on.
It's GTT. Who said that? Paula?
I don't know.
I gotta refresh this.
Alan. No. Who said it?
Oh.
Torch Talk.
Torch Talk.
It might be either Mike or Will. Yeah, I know. I need to
trying to bring him up to speed. We're gonna make him. He's gonna be making 14 millimeter oil rigs.
Okay, let's do
for all these cats in Cali soon.
Let's do a marble, and we're going to do, and then we're going to call it quits for the day. And I didn't realize. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't realize how. I don't know if I tilt this sideways, will it reset itself and calibrate the sideways shot? Did it?
It's Mike Mason.
No, it didn't. Yeah, it's Mike. I realized it was either Mike or Will.
You gotta move that camera.
No, I've got to leave it as is, or it's going to screw it up anyway. So, oh well, we'll live.
Hello,
what
Mike
did I
Mason.
do? What did I do? There it is. No, I didn't do anything. Good.
Thank you, Mike Mason. Thank you, Mike Mason.
Thank you. Oh no. Well, I bet you had fun at the melt, no doubt. I saw you, and I'm glad John Knoll showed that overview of what the whole camp looked like. That was pretty cool. Too much fun, yeah. The only problem is you come down from a high, a mental high.
Breaking glass.
A mental high, and then you don't get another fix for another long little while. And at least with some herbal highs, you can go back and get another fix. But with mental highs, you can only get it there when it's that time of year. Okay, let's try to do a marble. Here we go. This is going to be cool. And we're going to start out with this heavier wall. And I've got to learn how to...
Big candles now.
Yeah, I got the big candles. What did they just say?
Okay. Hold on.
Or did you say something?
I'm about to say something. He said something too.
Okay. Oh, my
He said, Mike Mason said, yeah, it was kind of him to drop that drone footage for me. Yeah, post-festival blues is a real thing. Too true, man. Got to enjoy those moments. And I said, thanks for stopping by. We're having fun with the new torch.
Oh, yeah.
And I really enjoyed, Mike, that tech you shared, the technique you shared with the marble technique. I can't remember the name of the guy, but where he encases with a piece of tubing with the post, not the post, with the, what do you call it? With the rods.
Where's that marble mold? There it is.
The real clean marble technique. Yeah, John Bridges. Right. Exactly, Mike. I'm gonna try that with this new torch. I'm gonna try and do some big marbles. I really enjoy doing marbles, and you know, I'm only a few months in, 4 or 5 months, I suppose, and
this is going to be the core.
Really want to do some big marbles just for fun.
This is going to be the core to another marble, or to the marble itself, and I'm going to do. That's probably going to be a good size for it. Narrow it down. I'm going to put a puntee on this end. Pull that off.
Yeah, I know, Mike. I know you do a lot of milli. I've seen that from watching a lot of your videos, and I totally want to do that.
With this torch, you'll have the capability of making a big thing and then taking it and stretching it down into a small thing, which is really, really cool. Really, really what you're going to be looking for.
I want to see if I'm capable of doing a stick stack milli pull. I mean,
and a back stack even too. You'll be able to do that with this machine.
I mean, those stick stacks though, they're just like they're like dink, dink, dink. I mean, with a picture in the background with like their color schemes. I mean, forget about it. Those guys, I want to do that.
Okay, I'm making the marble round at this point. I plan on. He's got a couple of striped cane that I'm going to take and put into the marble, and then just encase a little bit with clear, and it's going to, once it's striped, it should have a nice blood red color for the center, and a marble outside, you know, with the cane, like the red and white cane, and you've also got some. Don't you have a blue or no? Yeah. Oh yeah, I need that too. Thank you.
It's hot. I know it is.
Woo. When you hot, you're hot, and we cooking, man. We cooking. I'm sorry I don't have my dyes. I gave my good set of diademiums to my son.
So it's nice and cool. I love that. I love that you can test and see if you're running the bad flame.
Uh-oh. Plug it in.
All right.
Yeah. It's starting to get low, guys, and hopefully we can get it set. Sorry about that. There it goes. It's charging.
It's charging.
Yeah, so now we got to make sure it sets and not flump over, but we
can do it like this, right?
No, you can't. It's only going to be one side.
Okay.
I just tried that a little while ago, and it was sideways.
I got it. Two frit jars.
Yeah, that might work it. And tilt it a little bit more straight. Charge. Just click OK.
High temperature.
Charging again. High temperature. Yeah. It might end up. My live feed might end up dying, so
We can switch over to the laptop if it gets stupid.
I'll just have to log in on my name and whatever, but we'll get there. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna layer some clear, well, not some red and white striped cane that he's got in here. I'm just gonna layer it on.
Pardon
really
the camera. Give us a second.
Hopefully it's still charging. Can you see the electric, the lightning bolt on the...
I can't.
We'll get there. Oops, sorry. Whew, that's getting warm to the touch. That's even the rods that are underneath. I'm so used to this.
This is amateur action, in action. So.
Yeah, I need a new camera guy. You're fired there, Adam.
I know. I was already fired before I began. Like they say, I was looking for a job when I found this one. That kind is okay. Mike Mason says, speaking of hot cameras, I was filming the Starship keeps drill mixing a furnace. Yeah, I saw your Boro furnace work, or your Boro furnace footage with, I can't remember the guy's name, but short-haired guy, clean cut, fit guy, young guy, or younger, 30-something. Jordan, that's right, that's it. And he said after a few minutes he had to take the camera to the refrigerator. Yeah, that was amazing. That stuff is super impressive to me because of the synergy it is between, you know, the old school that goes back thousands of years and, you know, the scientific world, Boro world, and all that stuff.
Furnace Boro work is not easily done.
It's too hot. I can only imagine.
Oh, they'll come up with a suit that you can, you know, zip up and you'll be nice and cool.
Because what they do have that. I mean, it's just. I mean, they do have that kind of stuff.
Now I layered some cane.
Where enough?
You can't really. Somebody he just said something.
Okay.
I layered some cane on top of this, and I'm going to let it heat up and round into itself. What?
Mike Mason says the guy who was doing the Boro furnace work is Jordan Pugh, to be specific. He's drill mixing the pots. It's insane. Can't wait to share the footage. It looks like sticking a drill into lava. I believe it.
I believe it too. I mean, okay, again, what I'm doing is this thing, this is overkill. I feel like I've been running around in a Toyota stick shift with 3 gears, and now I've got
Prius to a Ferrari.
a Maserati at my doorstep, and I don't even know how to step on the gas pedal. Sweet. I mean, there's more flame than I even want to shake a stick at to do the job here. Okay, clear rod. You're gonna have to get some more help.
What do you need?
Clear rod.
I got some cut.
Yeah.
I'll cut you some more right there.
Yeah, because everything I've got is too warm. Oh, here's one. This one might be the job for right now.
I'll cut you one. There you go.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. A little bit longer because with this torch, well, this will do for now. But with this torch, you really gotta keep the heat going. What I'm doing now is layering some more clear on top of this. It's just to encase and make the glass layer. Well, I guess that's what it's encasing it anyway, so that the swirl pattern will be more three-dimensional that I'm adding to on top of this. It'll be cool. I can't wait to. Adam is going to have to. We're going to put this in the oven. If I was doing this at my place, it wouldn't happen. Let's just put it that way. With this big machine going on. Okay. Now I'm going to do something stupid, I think. Flatten this a little bit. Yeah. Now that should be about the right size marble for that mold. And I'm going to leave it just as is. Again, this is bigger. I have to encase it a little bit more on both sides, but we'll get there. It's making sure that the glass is flowing evenly. And I am so used to a different torch, you know that. The layering right here. Any questions? Any comments?
I'm checking. No.
We're good. Okay, I'm only going to, we'll go live for about another 15-20 minutes and then.
Make that puppy a big one. Go for it.
I'm happy.
I mean, make it big, big.
I'm happy.
I know. Keep going is what I'm saying. You can go for it and make it huge.
I can make it huge.
Yeah, you can. Yep, you can though.
Yeah, with this thing I can, but I've got to also keep them the size of the marble molds that you have available.
That you can. I bet you.
I can do it a little bit bigger. I know. I know how to do it.
Yeah, I know you do. I know you do.
Now, when you're doing a marble, you'll notice that you'll start spinning it and there'll be a flump, flump, flump deal going on. And that's okay at first. And you just keep heating and let it smooth in. And right now I'm working to make sure that where I'm heating at the very tip of the top, well, it's the top at the moment, so that it will spin nicely. And the rest, what I'll work on, I'll keep that and start moving that around in just a little while. But this is working out really, really good at the moment.
Pose this a couple other places real quick.
Here we go. Now I'm going to change sides here. Letting it round in, and it's doing really, really nice at the moment. And put on another rod. Oh, darn. There we go. You said you had some long ones. What'd you do with them? Oh, there's one.
Yep.
Actually, that's not it. That's something else.
You need a longer one?
Yeah, where did you put all those long ones?
They were like right there. Hold on.
Touch that too, and now I'm going to tap that off. No, I didn't.
Here's the long one.
Okay. So that has,
Sorry.
I'm going to add some more steel on this side. Ah, there you go. Now I'm going to encase what I've done on this side. Layer it in, and again, what I'm doing is I'm heating up the rod and layering it in on top of. Too hot again?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to live with that, I guess, or
Shit.
can you, no, you can't back it up.
Well, I can.
Okay, that should be about enough glass. No.
Titanium on that sucker.
Yeah, that too. Okay, what I'm doing now is I'm heating up this other side, and I'm going to spin that a little bit into this mold. We're going to have a few bubbles in this thing. Again, this machine is a lot bigger than what I'm even beginning to be used to.
Compressed air will handle that eventually. I just not set up yet. It will not hand. It will help with that. Like that.
Again, when you're spinning that, you want to spin it evenly and lightly. You don't want to try to force it in there. You want to let it find the highs and lows itself. And there will still be highs and lows as you do a marble. And this is another trick that you can do. What I'm doing is it's like the drip method, what I call the drip method anyway. I'm letting gravity work for me, and it's going to round. There's some bubbles in there, and you can sort of see it's got sort of like a little bit of a point to the bottom of it. And then you tilt it the other way, and that'll round into itself again. And also what you can do is spin it in the mold to help it round in. Now, I've got enough glass for this marble. I think I'm not going to go any no bigger than what I've got. This is going to be the ugly looking marble. But it's the biggest marble I've done in a long while.
You can go way bigger.
Oh yeah. I almost want to...
Keep going. Do another layer. More clear and then another layer.
not with this, not without the bigger mold.
You can spin it on that little puppy.
Stay within it. Again, I wouldn't say out of my comfort zone, but I'm on the edge. I only have like 2 or 3 people watching anyway. You're one of them, probably. Okay.
Yeah. Watch out for that nub.
I know. This is just what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do another cold weld here at this side and cap it off here. Oh yeah, that comes with practice too. It's still too hot, guys. I'm gonna have to quit this show. Thanks for being there. Carpe vitro. I got to get my phone from getting melted. Thank you, and we will go from that later. And enjoy your day. I think I finished. There it goes. Still saying it needs to finish. Oh yeah.